Sawadee krap. Welcome to Bangkok and welcome to Creative Bangkok Week. My name is Vincent Ribière. I am the founder and the organizer of Creative Bangkok. And through this video, I will try to explain a little bit more about what Creative Bangkok is all about. Thank you first of all for your interest in Creative Bangkok. For the first time in the Asia-Pacific region, so 50 international experts in the field of creativity and innovation will get together to share their secrets and their techniques on how they overcome their challenges. So nowadays, every organization is trying to become more innovative in order to differentiate itself from its competitors in developing some novel product, novel services, or new processes. So organizations expect their employees to think outside the box to come up with this novel solution. But how can employees think outside the box while they are working inside the box? So one of the things that Creative Bangkok is going to help to address is really to enable people to think outside the box. And the first thing to think about is how do we think, and to understand better this, how do we think and how can we be trained to think differently. Here is a simple example, for instance. So if I ask you to think about what comes to your mind when you think about creativity. For most of the people, they will think about arts or art-related activity, where in fact creativity, as you will see, can apply to anything that we do and to a lot of different fields and situations. So again, this is a simple example that illustrates that most people think the same way, and this way might be very, very superficial, where there might be much more things to think about if we dig a little bit deeper. As this illustration here, how will you describe it? Most people will describe it as alternate rows of squares and circles, but very, very few people will describe it as alternate columns of square and circle, which is completely different. Again, our mind has a tendency to group things with lookalikes together and to describe it, the things as simple as possible, where in fact there is much more creative and novel ways to describe such kind of illustration. So for Creative Bangkok, we believe that by learning stories from people who are creative in whatever they do, but also by learning from their techniques and their approach that they use, it will really help you to open up to new ideas, new approach, and to be much more aware about what are the different ways and techniques to address your challenges, and also to think more about how you personally think and be able to maybe help you think differently. So for instance, engineers might benefit to hear from artists, designer might benefit to hear from scientists, and so on. That's why we bring all these different participants and all these different speakers from different fields to get together to open up and to learn from best practices from each different field. So the goal is really to help you to step out of your comfort zone, to step out of your frame of reference, and to be able to think outside the box, as we often mention. As you already can imagine, creativity is not limited to arts. It applies to everything that we do every day and to every decision that we make. Usually we stick to habits, we stick to routines, and these things kind of not enable us to be so creative. So Creative Bangkok was created in order to help you, to enable you to think outside the box, to leap over your challenges, whatever your challenge might be. So the way that Creative Bangkok is organized, it's organized on 6 days. Every day has a different theme. First day will be creativity in services and in the creative economy. Second day will be creativity in media and entertainment. Third day will be creativity in arts and design. The fourth day will be creativity in heritage and tourism, creativity in science and technology, and the last day will be a creativity and the mind and also social innovation aspect of creativity. Now, during these 6 days, there will be all kinds of different activities. Of course, you will hear from speakers. You will engage in team challenges. You will visit organizations. There will be workshops. There will be social activities. And at the end of every day, there will be also what we call a 6R session. The 6R stand for review, reflect, reapply, recreate, and finally refresh and relax. So during this session, we will help you to somehow reflect on what you have seen and learned during the day, and how can it help you to solve your challenges that you have at work, or your personal challenges that you face. So this link will be very, very important. And all of these things will be done in an environment which is supported by technology, but also where all your 6 senses will be activated, so through all different type of activity. And that's also something which is very important to Creative Bangkok, the use of your 6 senses all along the 6 days. Now, we'll talk, as you can see, about creativity in different things, from ranging from cooking to advertising, to tattoos, to airline services, to meditation, to spatial trips, to jazz music, to your creativity and how does it relate to your DNA, to creativity in branding, in watchmaking, for instance, with the story of the Swatch. So you can see that there will be a lot of diversity, and I'm sure each of you will be able to learn a great deal out of these different things. So the program is designed where we will expect participants to spend the 6 full days with us, because we believe that 6 days will really have a strong impact on you and your way of thinking and opening up your mind. Now, if unfortunately you cannot make and be available for 6 days, we will also offer some 3 days packages that will offer made available to you a little bit later on during September. So we will give priority to participants who will stay the 6 days, but I'm sure there will still be some slot available for people that will want to spend only 3 days. Now, what will you get out of Creative Bangkok? Well, you will be able, as I said before, we will help you to enable to think outside the box, and indirectly this will help your organization to boost its creative capability or its innovation capability. You will learn new tools and new techniques to be more creative through the 10 different workshops. You will learn from the best in the field, and I will tell you a little bit more about the participants and their companies in a few minutes. It will help you, very importantly, to build a network of people who are interested in this field and who are experts in this field, not only among the participants, but also with the speakers. A lot of speakers will spend the entire week with us, so you will get a chance to eat with them, to attend lots of social events with them, and this will create some ties that you will never be able to get just by attending a simple workshop or seminar. And of course, you will get a certificate for attending this event, which will be from IKEA Bangkok University, but more importantly also from Mosaic, which is the HEC Montreal Center for Creativity, and which has been conducting similar type of creativity school over the past 6 years. Now, who can attend and who should attend Creative Bangkok? Well, everyone is welcome. It's really open to people from various disciplines, so from different nations, from different culture, from different generations. And as motto says, diversity is really the mother of creativity. So the more diversity we get, the better it will be for all of us. So the profile can be business professional from small and large organizations, entrepreneurs also, academics and graduate students interested in the field of innovation and creativity, public actors, change maker and decision maker. Well, as you could see, almost anyone really which is interested in thinking outside the box. We will keep this event as a small event. We will take maximum 30 to 50 people because, again, we want to create this atmosphere of learning and of strong interaction and relationship between participants. So as you can see, there will be a lot of different companies that will participate. Among the big names, so Cirque du Soleil from Canada, from Montreal, Walt Disney Imagineering, which is currently building this new Disney park in Shanghai. Google, that everyone knows, Ubisoft, a video game company, NASA, and plenty of other big and interesting companies that will share how do they trigger creativity, how do they address creativity and innovation. So you will hear from big names like people like Frederick Harren, which is well known in the field of business creativity, is giving talk all over the world. Luc Meran from Disney Imagineering, Brigitte Carbonneau from Cirque du Soleil, Richard Hames, which is also a well-known internationally speaker, which is a futuristic and talks about the future of innovation. We will have Justine Farren from Ubisoft Singapore, Patrick Coende from HEC Montreal, Daniel Fraser, that you may know also, who's the founder of Smiling Albino, but who is also running a TV show on TV which is called Long Krung here in Thailand. Juan Roman from NASA, Johan Segagren from Google, Pech Osanatungra, which is the Chief Creative Officer of Bangkok University, and who is also a well-known Thai artist and singer. And we'll have Chef Bo from Bolan Restaurant, and many, many more speakers that you can discover on our website. So Creative Bangkok will take place in Bangkok, in different places in Bangkok. We'll start the first day on our Creative Lounge here at Creative Bangkok University. The second day will take place at the Index Creative Village. Then we'll spend a full day at Bangkok Art and Culture Center. The Wednesday morning we will have a workshop with Daniel Fraser in the old city of Bangkok to discover all the creativity, which is probably not well known by everyone. Then we will go to Siam Museum, to the DuPont Innovation Center, and the last day, half a day, will be spent in a temple where we'll work on meditation, kind of things like this related to the mind and to the brain. And the last afternoon will be spent at Bangkok University City campus. So as you can see, you will get a chance also to discover many places and visit many creative environments here in Bangkok. Now, this creativity school was originally designed and developed by HEC Montreal, which is our partner for this event, and more particularly the Mosaic Creativity and Innovation Hub. So you will have the founder of this creative school that will join us also for this event. And so it was created 6 years ago, and then later on similar creativity schools were created in France, in Belgium, in Brazil. And so Creative Bangkok will be the first creativity school in the Asia Pacific region. So, and we plan to offer this event every year from now on. So hopefully you can join us for the first, because it's always nice to be a pioneer and be able to say, I did attend this first Creative Bangkok week. So as part of the package, you will see a lot of different things will be included. You can learn much more about all of this from the website, but there will be not only attending speakers, but you will get books, you will be able to attend some different shows, social events. You will get a report of all the activities and things that happen during the week. So you will get a lot of things around the event itself that you will be able to value and to use later on. You will also have access to all the materials and all the content that was developed during this week. So I hope I gave you enough information and try to convince you in joining us here at Creative Bangkok in October. So visit our website, you will have much more information, detailed information about what will be happening. And also you can register to our lucky draw. You might be one of the lucky participants to come and attend for free this wonderful event. So it will be for sure fun and a memorable event that will change you and indirectly change your organization. So we are really looking forward to hear from you, and we are really looking forward to welcome you here in Bangkok. Thank you, and Sawadee Krap.